If you're positive, you better bless this space. If you are negative, you better get up out my face. If you are positive, you better bless this space. If you are negative, you better get up out my face. If you are positive, you better bless our space. If you are negative, you better get up out our faces.
Yeah.
We are cleansed. The air is clean. We are ready to be here. Hi, everybody.
Oh, goodness me. Where is the fucking episode?
Well, oh my goodness, you didn't get the episode ready?
Anyway, what's up, everybody? I am Azari.
And I'm Space. Yay.
Woo! Welcome if you are new, and if not, welcome back to another episode of Witches and Weebs, where the otaku lifestyle, spirituality, witchcraft, and fandom come together to create a harmonious community, witches and weebs. We dive into all things mystical, magical, witchy, and weeby. So if you are here, thank you for joining us on our journey to betterment, and we hope that you have a lot of fun.
Yay!
Today,
solid.
We're talking about June transits. Yay! We talked about May transits last month, and we decided, hey, this is a cool idea. We think we're gonna try to make this a monthly thing as much as possible. Sometimes it might sound a little repetitive because you can only put so much meaning behind the same thing over and over again, but that's okay because repetition is good. Repetition helps you remember things, and we are here to provide that repetition. Okay, before we start, which ones would you like to read? So we can go back and forth, so we are not just sitting here one or the other.
Let's just do every other one this time.
Okay, I'll do one and then you do one and then... Fantastic! So if you're unfamiliar with lunar transits and lunar phases and what is it? Zodiac transits or just transits in general, we have a video about lunar magic.
If you see smoke in my video, it's because I have incense. I can like see it over here. I can see all the smoke.
We have a video about lunar transits that will help
somewhere around here.
Somewhere. Elevate your workings, your spells, anything that you are interested in doing. Now, we always preface it with you do not have to pay attention to what the moon is in, but the phases are pretty important for your workings. So
I've started to read the Moonology book in reference to this, so
we're
going to be seeing some more moon-related content, maybe. Oopsies. Just knocked over my mic. My bad.
Is it okay?
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. What time is it?
Precious baby.
So for starters, for the transits of June, we're going to start with June 1st. And June 1st is a waxing crescent in Leo. So with this, it invites you to get creative, which means if you have any projects that you stopped working on because you just didn't have that inspiration or you just didn't have that drive, do it again. If you have some fresh new ideas in your mind that you want to get out, do those. If you have any workings that enable you to be creative, do that on this moon, because you're with waxing, as stated in our lunar magic video, if you watched it, or as we talked about last month for the May transits, waxing is when the moon is getting bigger. This is when you want to start manifesting things. You plan on the new moon, and then you want to start gathering everything, all your energy, all your intent on the waxing to the full moon. This moon also invites you to embrace your confidence. Leo is all about your individuality. Leo is all about yourself. Leo is the sun. Leo is your personality. Leo is your ego. Leo is your leadership. So embrace your confidence. Workings that have to do with self-confidence, self-love. Perfect for this day.
That's what I was going to suggest. P.S. everybody, I'm taking notes to establish what kind of workings that we want to take on for the month of June. And I've already put down self-love for this area, so.
Self-love is perfect because Leos love themselves a lot. Hi. And what better way or what better moon to do a love spell on, self-love actually, or just love in general, is during a waxing moon. Waxing and full moons are perfect for any kind of love spell or any kind of working that involves love. And finally, explore your individuality. Who are you? What makes you you? What makes up you as a person? Introspection, because again, moon is any sort of moon will always deal with emotions because the moon is ruled by Cancer. So, Cancer, emotion, moon, emotion. That's why your moon sign is how you deal with emotion. So, just kind of sit back, think about who you are, think about who you want to become, start manifesting that, start giving yourself a pep talk, start affirming yourself as a person on this moon, because it's a moon that's going to help you feel good about yourself. And we love feeling good about ourselves.
Damn.
Man.
This smoke is so clear that I just got the brain idea to learn how to I'm gonna write this down for later. Smoke reading.
Ooh.
A type of divination.
Yeah.
Because like it is like all over. Okay, sorry.
Some icky stuff. Not icky, but my candle's doing a thing. And I don't know what this thing looks like it's shedding. Stupid cat
What?
on the door. It looks like it's shedding.
I don't know what that means. I can't picture it in my head.
It's like melted, but
really,
not.
That's weird. Anyway, okay, sorry. I had to get that out. I'm like in the moment, clearly. Ready?
Your turn.
Oh, right. I forgot. I'm June 3rd. Okay. So June 3rd, we're going to be... All right. I made myself giggle. I'm so sorry. Okay. June 3rd is the first quarter in Virgo. So this is about establishing boundaries with both yourself, figure out where your boundaries are, and then when somebody crosses them, remember to establish them by saying them to that person. It's not, I establish my boundaries by cutting people off immediately. That's avoidant. You have to say them. To establish boundaries is to say them, write them down for yourself, and then speak them out loud when necessary. You don't just toss them out there willy-nilly.
People are not mind readers. They won't know what you're thinking.
People are not mind readers. Don't overthink. Damn, I can't think of any workings that would go with this. Any of these, for the record. My bad.
Oh no, you're fine. Like, you don't have to.
Oh yeah, but I'm like, I wanted to think of like ideas. Don't overthink. Don't ruminate too much. Let yourself have a person that you go to and just it out to if you need, because I know some of us are talkers. We have to talk it out. Let yourself have that one person.
If you don't have a person, then write it down in a journal.
If you can, I would always have 2, actually, but only because one is your significant other if you have one. If you don't have one, just have one friend. But your significant other should know what you're going through at most times if you want them to know. I'm one that shares everything, so I can't. Carlos does literally everything. And embrace patience with yourself and others. Now, actually, this is probably a good one to just do a working based in patience, because I know a lot of people are impatient. We like that instant gratitude. We like that dopamine.
We do like that dopamine.
However, sometimes you need to just wait it out. Delayed gratitude is a really good thing sometimes. It tickles a deep, deep sense in your body. And you're just like,
I didn't know I needed this.
I didn't know I needed this. I needed... like we're about to finish a series on this season 2 of a series on Witches and Weebs, and I know that's gonna give me a far deeper sense of finishing it than just the weekly episodes ever could. When we get to the end of season 2 for Fandom Friday, I will feel so completed. Like, damn, we made it through 2 seasons of this show.
We did it, and we watched it in real time.
So I would be very, very impressed with us. So that's what I mean. Having that long goal. And also just be patient with other people. One, people are not mind readers. You have to give them a chance to communicate. And if you're like shutting them down, they're not going to be able to communicate because you're overwhelming them.
Yeah, I was gonna do some fuck shit, but that's right. Because people have a bad habit of ghosting.
And it like...
I don't even want to rant onto it, because if I start, I'm not gonna stop.
Oh yeah, I can't. You have to start talking about June 5th. Start talking about that waxing gibbous in Libra.
Moving on to June 5th, the moon is getting bigger. It's almost at its peak. Waxing gibbous in Libra. Waxing gibbous in Libra reminds you to tackle issues within your relationships. Now, this doesn't mean you go to somebody, approach them aggressively like, hey, bitch, remember that one time that you fucked me over like yesterday? Yeah, fuck you. No, you don't approach them like that. You calmly and cordially, hey, can we talk? Sure. If they're receptive, fantastic. If not, then you match their energy.
And you can match, absolutely.
If they give you calm energy when you approach them, keep going. If they want to fucking tussle, then tussle on back. That right there is the green light. If you are trying to be nice to somebody and they're just like what's the word? Snubbing you.
Snooty, or, oh, hello.
Then by all means, rip them to shreds, because at that point you tried to be reasonable, and then they're just paying you dust. So it's like, okay, that's the game that you want to play, then that's the game that we're gonna play. But now it's not the time for avoidance. Now is the time to actually buckle down and address those issues that you've been having. Whether it's with yourself and your relationship with yourself, or a relationship with a loved one, or a relationship with a new friend, if there's anything in these relationships that are bothering you, you take the first quarter of establishing your boundaries and make it known to these people. Make it known to yourself. Tell them, I don't like when you overstep this boundary. So if you would please respect me and respect what decisions that I've made, we can get along fine. If they're like, no, I think that you're being sensitive and I think you're being unreasonable, then you're like, now I can ghost you because I tried to be reasonable and you're not listening and respecting my boundaries. So you have to go. Yeah.
But you have to say something. Ghosting just is not cool. Be like, they should have known. No, they shouldn't have. If you didn't tell them, no, they shouldn't have.
Ghosting.
If you don't tell somebody it's a you problem, only, like, you know, in abusive situations, absolutely get the fuck out of there and don't tell them nothing.
In abusive situations, in situations where you have vocalized your issues and they're just choosing to ignore you, yeah, you can ghost them because you gave them a warning.
That's different. You're just leaving at that point.
And you're leaving.
I tried to tell you goodbye.
Yeah, you tried, and then they'll act like you didn't do anything. They'll act like you just stopped talking to them out of nowhere, and it's like, no,
you'd already tried.
That's your fault. Oops.
I tried. You didn't want to listen. Okay, goodbye.
Literally, goodbye.
So on June 8th, we have Mercury going into Cancer.
I wasn't done.
Oh, fuck. I thought we were done.
No, that was just the first one. It's okay. Find balance in your love lives. Don't indulge in too much of one person and then just leave the other person out to dry. But also pay attention to yourself. Love comes in all forms, platonic, romantic, and self. If you are not able to balance all of this love, because let's be real, when you love, you have so much love to give. And it's not just platonic, it's not just romantic, it's not just self, it's all of them. So if you can just like, if you can spread that amongst all of your loved ones and yourself without being overwhelmed and feeling like I'm giving this one person too much love and I'm not giving this person enough, then maybe you should be like, hey, homie, I love you. I just want you to know that.
It's really important that you love your friends and tell them nice things. Don't just reserve that love for your romantic partner. Tell your friends nice things. Hold the fucking hand if you're affectionate physically. If you like to give gifts and can or are able or can make gifts, like I bake cookies, so I give them to Mia free of, I just send them to her. Sometimes she'll pay shipping. Then there we go. That's how I gift my friends. And I am loving to my friends as well. This is what this is talking about. Don't have too much romance and not enough platonic and not enough familial. Found family or birth family, doesn't matter. You can have both if you have them. Good for you. So spread that love around to all of your loved ones, regardless of. That's all.
Yeah, you never know whose day you're making just by telling them that you love them, because a lot of people aren't told that they're loved. So if someone's like, I love you, and they just break down, you probably just healed something in them because they just were not expecting out of nowhere to be told that someone loves them. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell your significant other, tell your significant others, and tell yourself, I love you. You might even cry if you tell yourself that you love yourself because you just healed something in yourself that you didn't notice needed to be healed. So
okay, don't cry while we're like here because I'll start crying because unfortunately, look at me. I just thought about it and I started to cry.
Healing. Okay, now you
healing. Oh yeah, it's because the other thing is about self-love. Okay, June 8th, we enter Mercury in Cancer. Haha. Shut up and think about your emotions before you try and communicate. Mercury in Cancer points to signs leading towards emotional-based communications, which could result in future issues because, emotions be like that sometimes.
It do. It really do.
Your feelings are always valid. They just aren't always based in reality.
Yeah. Like, it's you're valid for feeling this way. And if someone acknowledges, hey, I'm sorry what I did made you feel that way, but I'm not sorry for what I did because that wasn't my intention. You can't just be like, okay, well, you fucking did this to me because you're a bitch and I fucking hate you. And it's like, no, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry that it made you feel that way, but that was not what I meant to do. And if someone's saying, and they genuinely mean, because some people be lying, if they genuinely tell you I did not mean it like that, that's not for you to decide. You have to be like, okay, I understand that you didn't mean it that way, but
this
it affected me this way. And if they're like, okay, I'm sorry that it affected you that way. You can be sorry for how something you did made someone feel, but you don't have to be sorry about what you did. If it's something reasonable. Now, if you did something shitty and you're trying to claim that it wasn't shitty, then
there's, like I was going to say, there's nuance to all these conversations because it really depends on what you did.
But we're looking on the brighter side.
Yes, we're assuming that everybody's a pretty good person, and it's just that y'all don't know how to communicate with each other because you don't.
It's true. It's especially on the internet.
Why. Oh my god, this is why the miscommunication trope is a trope. Because it is real. It's not a trope. It's just fucking real, dude. Ain't none of you motherfuckers know how to communicate. They'll be like, I love communication and I love talking to people. And then the moment somebody does something wrong, whoop, goodbye. Ghosted. No communication at all.
People,
They were like, oh, they should have known. I totally communicated in every sort of way, and it's vague posts on the internet. Shut up, bitch. I'm not on the internet all the time. Are you? That's chronically online, not my bad.
I think
Anyway.
people confuse communication with confrontation, because some people will claim that they love to communicate, but will, in the same breath, will be non-confrontational. And it's okay to be non-confrontational, but you should be
With
confrontational.
reason.
And I'm not, confrontational doesn't mean passive aggressive. Confrontational doesn't mean mean. Confrontational doesn't mean aggressive. Confrontational just means that you are able to confront the conflict reasonably, cordially, and, you know, not aggressively. But people will take
Confrontational
confrontation and be like, oh, now we gotta fight. We have to fight now.
Fight.
I'm confronting you. Now we have to fight because I'm bringing all. No, you don't have to.
We don't have to fight?
You don't have to fight at all. And if you do end up fighting, that's when the communication comes in, because now you have to make sure that what you are saying has been spoken clearly. And so if someone is not understanding what you're saying, then you're like, okay, how can I better say this for them to understand? Because sometimes you feel like, because you understand it, that means they should understand it because you think you're saying it perfectly, but that's not always the case. Just because you feel like you're saying it perfectly doesn't necessarily mean they're going to grasp what you're trying to say. So, my advice, explain everything like everyone is 5.
Yes, because here's the thing. As somebody who lives in a bilingual house, because my husband speaks 2 languages and his first is not English, yeah, it's very easy for him to misunderstand me because he doesn't speak English as his main language. And so that has taught me that a lot of people just cannot communicate with others and don't know that they can't communicate. They think that they're communicating just fine, but they have no idea that they're not actually communicating good. It has taught me that I'm actually pretty dog shit at communicating sometimes.
Me too. And I'll admit it.
Especially when I'm mad. But anyway, this is the time to sit with your feelings and absorb the mood that comes with it, and then decide how you want to approach somebody. You get out of the mood that your feelings have put you in, and then you work on how to communicate with each other.
I have resorted to, whenever I'm mad and I want to tell someone I'm mad, I stop and I bring out my journal and I write everything out that I'm like, you stupid fucking bitch. I hate that you fucking made me feel this way because you're a cunt. I don't actually mean it, but that's how, it's like it's like a mood translator. You don't mean those things, but that's how it feels. And it's like, wah, wah, wah. And then I'm like, okay. Whew, I feel better. Scrap that. Go to that person. Hey, can we talk? So blah 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 blah. And it's like, oh, okay, I understand. If that is the kind of person, we are basing this off of people being decent,
inherently good.
We are basing this off of being decent people.
I believe that people by nature are inherently good. So I think that society as we know it is broken. And that has made people be broken, therefore be bad. So I believe that people are inherently good. They just make mistakes.
Correct.
Or be forced into bad positions that, you know. But however, even though you are supposed to sit in your feelings and absorb that mood, it is still always good to trust your gut. So if your feelings and your gut are coinciding, then maybe that should be your approach, whatever approach you decide. So just remember to trust your gut always. But that also means being in tune with your gut. And nowadays we were told to ignore our gut constantly as kids. Just listen to your parents. Sometimes the parents aren't listening.
It's awful too when your human design is to trust your gut and you've been told to not trust your gut this entire time. That's a story for another time.
That is a story for another time.
Moving on to June 11th is the full moon. The moon is in the sky at its peak, luminescent, voluminous, and big and round and sexy in Sagittarius, who's also big, round, and sexy. Sagittarius is all about expansion, so you want to step into your power and your authority. Be the leader that you always wanted to be. Be the you that you always wanted to be. Be the you who is disciplined, authoritative, and powerful, and well-structured, and just someone that people look up to, someone that people are like, damn, I like how put together. And I use the term put together very, very loosely, because sometimes you can look like you're put together, but you're hanging on by a thread. But because you're like,
I know a lot of people like that.
I gotta do this. You will appear confident to somebody. So now would be the time for some good glamour magic. Full moon in Sagittarius is great for glamour magic to make yourself appear like you're more confident, especially if you're working on some workings with confidence and self-love. Make yourself look like you love yourself. People are gonna look at you and be like, damn, she's got it together. Damn, he or she or they have got it together. Damn. That's what I kind of be the person that someone wants to strive to be. And even if you don't have it together all the way, you are at least inspiring somebody to try to get themselves together because you look like you have yourself together.
Someone's gonna look at you and think you look cool and be like, I wonder where she got that, and go looking for it online. You're gonna give somebody the confidence to do something that they never thought they were gonna do. And sometimes that's all that you need to do to make your world a better place.
Have fun, because that's what Sagittariuses do. Sagittariuses are just very jovial and very eccentric and very, very interesting people. I know a couple, and by a couple I mean I have majority of my friends are Sagittariuses, and they're neat. They're neat people. Again, Sagittarius is the zodiac of expansion, so that means stepping out of your comfort zone, having fun, looking at new opportunities, looking at things that you can add on to yourself, because when you're stuck in this little bubble and all you know is this bubble, you're quite literally missing out on a bigger bubble that is comfier and spacious and just has everything that you need. So don't confine yourself to your bubble. Break out of your bubble, because you never know what you're missing when you're just in your bubble.
Yeah, that's the thing. You never know what you're missing when you stay in your small little bubble doing the same thing over and over again. You just have to put yourself out there sometimes. Because the world is often trying to give you things, and it can't give you things if you keep doing the same things over and over again.
And it also can't give you things if you're arrogant. Don't be arrogant for this full moon. Be confident. Yes, there is a huge difference between arrogance and confidence. Confident is saying, I'm good at this thing. Arrogance is saying, I'm better than everyone else at this thing. The line is not that fine. It is actually thick as fuck. So do not confuse your I'm better than everyone else as I'm better. That's not how that works. You can say, I'm good at this. I'm great at this. I'm fantastic at this. That's confidence. It becomes arrogant when you're like, I'm better than everyone at this thing.
Yeah, no, that's not cool. Because you're not. There's always going to be someone better.
And even then, there's always going to be someone better than them. There's never a best, because there's always someone getting better and better and better. It is a infinite cycle.
Once somebody hits the best, it drives somebody else to get better.
Exactly.
There's never going to be a best. Somebody is always trying to get better.
And be grateful. Full moon is a time to be grateful. All of the workings that you've been putting into all the phases before the full moon, now is the time to celebrate them, as we stated in our video. Be happy, be grateful, appreciate what you have, appreciate who you are as a person, and just be happy for everything that you have. Be happy for everything around you. Even if it's not exactly what you want at the moment, if you can't appreciate what you have, then Source is going to be like, okay, if you don't appreciate what you got right now, then you're not going to appreciate what we give you later. So what do you want us to do about it? You're clearly not happy with mundane, so we're not going to give you extravagant.
Yeah, that's very true. You have to be happy with the mundane to get the extravagant. Then we're on to June 14th, which is the waning gibbous in Aquarius. This is release your financial burdens. This is all about releasing for sure. So keep trusting your gut and start or continue whatever entrepreneurial project that you're doing. This will probably be a little bit of a quieter time. Do your bookings, do your organization, do your back end, do that all that kind of stuff, so that you're ready to do the creative stuff later. I would do a financial release spell on this one so you can get rid of all the burdens that are keeping you on, even if it's just bad money habits that you have in brain. Like a lot of us have bad money habits.
All right. I'm going to stop spending all of this money on this junk that I don't need. Hi, creatives. You probably are looking at that $300 pack of markers that you think that you're going to be able to create something spectacular with. Don't do it if you have no intention on using it, because it's just going to sit and collect dust. If you don't need it at the moment, don't buy it. Unless you're like, damn, I got something I can use with this. Then you can buy it because it's a reasonable purchase, especially if you're using them. Otherwise, just keep window shopping. You don't need it. You don't need it right now at all.
Here's my thing. Maybe you should start with something cheaper, because most people that buy like these super extravagant products, hello self, they don't even make time to use the super cheap stuff that they already have. So they're just buying it for the sake of buying it and getting this. I did something towards working towards a project. I'm done. Hello self.
Hello self. As I have a $300 pack of markers sitting up there. In my defense, I do use them. They're going into my bullet journal to make all my text and fonts super cute and aesthetically pleasing.
It must be nice to have nice handwriting.
I had to work hard for that handwriting.
That's fair.
I had to work very hard for that handwriting.
I don't want to talk about mine. Mine's ugly. It looks like chicken scratch. Is what it is.
Hello, cat. Aquarius is a good sign for anything that has to do with yourself. Your self-reliance, or just like any sort of independent thing that you're doing. So focus on yourself. This is why entrepreneur projects are very good, because if you are a person that cannot for the life of you work for anybody else, then if you want to release something like that because you want to work for other people, then by all means do a working that will be like, okay, I am more open to working with people. If not, then I will just release all of this energy that I don't need so I can have the confidence and the drive to start something on my own, because I don't like working for other people and I don't like working with other people. I like being by myself. Granted, yes, you do need people to help you. You will always need a team, but at that point, you put yourself in the driver's seat. You put yourself in the leadership position, and don't be picky, because not everyone's going to get it on the first try unless they just know exactly what you want at the time. But if they don't, give them some grace. Don't be picky. Give them advice.
On that earlier. You'll have worked on that earlier in the month with the patience with others.
It all comes together. It's like a story. The moon phases are a story. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a big soup.
It is a
constant big soup.
Moon soup.
That's it. June 17th, I think.
Yeah. Oh, me. I read. Okay, yeah. So moving on to June 17th, we've got Mars in Virgo. Mars, the planet of war. Ooh, Mars is ruled by Aries, and it's all about energy.
Scorpio, if you're a traditional astrologist.
If you're a traditional astrologist, but we are transformation Scorpio people, so we like that shit in Pluto.
Fair enough.
Because Pluto is a planet. I don't give a fuck. So, but it's all about your temper. It's all about your initiative. It's all about your energy. And with that in Virgo, it means that you're kind of it's inevitable butting heads. You're trying to get your emotions in order because Mercury is in Cancer, but Mars is like, that bitch crossed you. Smack her. And then you have to be like, no, I can't do that. So firmly communicate what you want to relay without the anger that comes with it. Keep a cool head during this transit because, again, you're going to be so overwhelmed with all of your emotions in Mercury that it's going to be very hard to actually try to say what you want to say without saying it how you want to actually, like, how you actually feel about it. You're mad, and you want to make sure that they know that you're mad, but people don't respond well to anger. People respond better to disappointment. So if you be like, hey, buddy, I'm very upset with what you did, and I thought you were better than that, then they'll probably be like, okay, my bad. Damn, shit. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. My bad. Think before you speak. Oh, think before you speak. Always think before you speak. This is why you have to just stop, reiterate what you want to say, reiterate how you want to say it. Because if you try to approach somebody being mean and being passive aggressive and being rude, then they are not going to be receptive to you whatsoever.
Why would they be?
Exactly.
Why would anybody be?
And you can't be mad at them if they match your energy at all.
As a reflector, I'm always 100% matching energy. If you give me shit, I'm giving you shit back. However, if you're nice to me, I'm going to be 12 times nicer and you're going to be sick of my ass. I'm like, this bitch is annoying. Stop thinking nicely about me. Stop thinking about me. Stop saying, oh, you haven't talked to me in a couple days. I was worried.
Have you eaten today?
Shut up, bitch. Don't make me care about myself.
Not making me feel things, but yes, your intention is not wrong, but the way that you approach could be. So just try to be kind-hearted. Despite someone pissing you off, 9 out of 10 times they probably didn't realize that they pissed you off because they weren't thinking anything of it. So if they're just goo goo gaga ha ha heing over here and then you're like, oh, I don't like that, you can't just be like, hey, fuck you. Because why would you do that? That was specifically tailored to me. And they're like, nuh-uh. It wasn't at all, but I don't like how you're approaching me, so now I'm going to fight you back. Because who the fuck are you talking to? Why would you even approach me like that, thinking that you were going to get out of here scot-free? It's not happening. So please be careful with Mars being in Virgo with how you talk to people. Because if some of y'all come out of y'all face, you need to get smacked. Some of y'all motherfuckers are too comfortable on the internet talking the way y'all talk to not get smacked. I swear to God, y'all are. I promise y'all are.
Mike Tyson. Just for the record. I have 100% credited that line to Mike Tyson.
He said it
best. He is the best, and he's right. Y'all have gotten too used to being mean without being punched in the face for it. Y'all get your rocks off with being mean now. That's weird, homie. I hate to break it to you, but that's weird. You're weird. Being a bitch
is in for some reason. Like, no, that will get you fucked up because who are you talking to? You're not about to little girl bully me. I fight.
Little girl, the fuck? And I don't fight clean again. Anyway, June 18th, we've got the third quarter in Pisces. You want to reestablish your creativity. Maybe do a creativity spell. And call forth your creativity things. But also, this might be a very good time for divination. And doing a very in-depth reading with your guides. Pay close attention to possible signs that you want to talk to your guides about. And maybe where do you see yourself in the future? Maybe I thought about this for Witches and Weebs, doing a Witches and Weebs in 1 year, Witches and Weebs in 5 year, Witches and Weebs in 10 year letters to ourselves that we seal and then open in those year time frame and see what came true.
I'm going to be 40 in 10 years.
I really wish you wouldn't have said that.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be 40 in 10 years.
This bitch, I'm gonna be older than you. Shut the fuck up.
By how much? Don't be dramatic. Oh my god, you're so dramatic.
I'm gonna be 43 in 10 years. Shut the fuck up.
I'm 3 years older than you. No.
Anyway, but that's what I thought about doing for Witches and Weebs, is doing that kind of spell, being more like a full-out petition. Like, where do we see Witches and Weebs in a year? Where do we see Dear Source? No, actually, probably Dear Witches and Weebs. It's good to see that you've grown in a year. We've got, so I don't know how to word it, but we've got like 1,000 followers now. We've got members, we've got investors, blah, 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 whatever you want to talk about.
Dear Stan.
Oh, no, not that kind of no. I mean...
I know what you mean. I just wanted to do that.
Dude, that's fair.
But Space did make a good point about divination during this time, because if you are trying to visualize yourself in the future, what better way than to divinate? You can be staring in a bowl of water, or ask your tarot cards, hey... what things can I do to get to the kind of person that I want to be? And your cards will tell you, all right, do this.
You can pendulum reading. You can do readings through mirrors. There's all kind of ways to divinate that are not tarot cards if you don't like to read cards. Runes. Goodness me, there's so many. Fire, smoke. I just brought one up. Smoke reading.
Candles.
Flame reading. There's all kinds of ways. I'm having fun with this smoke over here, actually.
Okay. Moving on to June 20th, the sun is now in Cancer. As the sun moves into Cancer, it's the time to nurture yourself and dive deep into your emotions. Sun is ruled by Leo, which is your ego and your individuality and yourself in your first house. It's your sun sign, who you are as a person rather than who people view you as a person, which is your rising sign. Astrology, bitch. Hello. Be compassionate to others and commit to what you seek. It's all about commitment. Cancers are all about commitment. I was going to say cancers are committed, but that's not true because I know cancers who have cheated. But cancers are very dedicated and very committed. So now you want to be dedicated and committed to yourself. Spend time with your loved ones.
Let me play devil's advocate a little bit on that cheating part. They're still committed. They're just committed to themselves.
Still commitment.
Yeah, that's it. They're still committed. They're just committed to themselves. They haven't found the one they wanted to commit to. So, there you go.
Yeah, spend time with your loved ones, work on a project, do things that make you comfortable. I know we talked about stepping out of your comfort zone, but there's one thing to stay in your comfort zone and there's one thing to be comfortable. They are not the same thing. They might sound the same, but I promise you they are absolutely not the same thing, because you can be comfortable stepping out of your comfort zone. You can be comfortable in your comfort zone, but
it doesn't get you anywhere.
It doesn't get you anywhere. You're stagnant, and no one is comfortable when they're stagnant, because then you're like, okay, well, now you feel like you're falling into a rut. Then you start thinking,
then you think, well, what if? Okay, then start what ifing. Do the what if.
You can't just imagine. Yeah, I mean, you can imagine the what if, but if all you're doing is imagining the what if, then you're just going to make yourself miserable because you're not putting forth the effort into
That's maladaptive daydreaming, and you need to get out of that.
But it's the sun being in Cancer means just be comfortable. Don't stay in your comfort zone. Just be comfortable. Do things that make you comfortable. Step out of your comfort zone with things that make you comfortable. Drawing makes you comfortable. Okay, cool. But you can't draw heads. You can't draw bodies. You can't draw hands, feet, etc., etc. Step out of your comfort zone. Take what
Start
makes you
drawing
comfortable.
them hands, feet.
Yep. Start drawing them hands, them grippies. Start drawing those heads, those bodies. Just step out of your comfort zone.
Actually, as somebody who doesn't like feet, don't draw feet. Don't draw grippies. Don't draw them. Just kidding. Yeah. As somebody who hates feet, don't draw the grippies.
Draw the grippies.
Don't draw the grippies.
Draw the grippies. Don't send them to space, but draw the grippies.
Fine. Don't draw the grippies. Don't send them to me.
See, step out of your comfort zone. You gotta draw the grippies. Don't let space tell you otherwise. Draw them damn grippies.
That's what staying being in your comfort zone, but stepping out of it to still experience new things. From there, the moon is getting smaller, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The sun was completely unrelated to the moon.
Oh yeah, the sun was just for fun. And we like to know what other planets are going on, so I like to know that. So, June 22nd, the waning crescent in Taurus. Have fun. Don't put a price on what it is you enjoy. Entertainment doesn't always involve money. There are things out there and communities out there that do things for free, or via, like, you bring something with you, like a snack. Because some D&D groups, literally the price is you bring something to eat. And that's it. That's what I mean. So there are things that you can do without money. And if there are not, start something that you, like, go to a park and have a meetup. Go on meetup.com or whatever newfangled meetup site there is now. I hope we can all find one. But do release those overindulgences that you don't need to have. Like, maybe you don't need to have everything shipped to your house in 2 days. Maybe you can wait a week and get something from a small shop.
Maybe you don't want to spend an arm and a leg on materials that you want to entertain yourself, like buying an entire surround sound system and like putting it in your house because you want to simulate a movie theater. You don't need that. You can just pull up your regular old TV and enjoy it that way too. You don't need all that extra extravagant things. Now, are they nice to have? Yes, they are, but you absolutely do not. I'm rubbing my eye right now while I'm saying this. I am so sorry. You absolutely do not.
Good.
Can I help you?
Hello,
Yeah.
Dobby.
Come on, if you come in. Come on. You are wasting my precious and valuable time right now. Come on. Goodness me.
Hello, Dobster.
Come on, I gotta fix my blankie. No, you cannot come under the blanket with me. I have no pant on. Here. Stay like that.
I love that we're both filming this with no pant on.
I don't like pants. All right, come on.
Pant do suck.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're totally fine. I think it's kind of perfect that there's a black cat here when we're both being witches. And then slow down and don't push yourself. Again, you can, how do I word this? You don't have to push yourself to the point where you're completely out of your comfort zone and uncomfortable. If you've been drawing hands and feet for 3 weeks and you want to stop and you want to go draw some heads, go draw some heads. It's okay. You've done your duty. You've tried. You've drawn whatever you need to draw. You've drawn the grippers if you've had to draw the grippers. And you can slow down and you can go back into your comfort zone for a little bit.
Rest.
Just so long as you go back and forth. It's about finding that balance. Not to push yourself too far. That it also involves physically, if you're getting in shape. Emotionally, if you're trying to get through trauma or whatever, or going to therapy. Sometimes it's okay to not be working on something every single day of your life. You can rest sometimes.
Give yourself grace. I am an advocate of giving yourself grace, because you think that if you stop doing this one thing for a day, then that's it. It's over. Oh my God, I wasn't consistent. That means I'm an imposter, and that means I was never meant to do this in the first place. Hi, self. I was never meant to do this because I can't even do it every single day. Oh my God, I suck.
Who is this bitch talking to like this?
Me!
I'm insulted. Damn, I felt called out. Not me projecting over here. Hey, that's crazy.
Don't beat yourself up. It's okay. If you stop doing this thing for 2 days after being consistent with it for like 6 months, oh bitch, you deserve that break. You have been dedicated to this thing for 6 months. 2 days is not going to kill you, because you can just pick it right back up.
To those of you that have ADHD and know that if you drop something, you tend to fucking not pick it back up because for whatever reason, like there's tons of, you can just pick it up 3 or 4 weeks down the line. It's okay. It's okay. You'll have to get off some of the rust, but it's okay. You'll go back to it. You'll go back to it. You typically will always. They still tickle a part of your brain. It's okay that you fell off for a couple weeks. Just pick it right back up, dude. Go right back to where you were.
Right.
Anyway.
Gabby.
That's it.
That hurts. Gabby, that hurts. It hurts. Okay. And then we have, for our final moon phase, we've got the new moon in Cancer. Again, it's all about nurturing yourself, because that's just what Cancer is. Cancer is mother. Cancer is mother. Develop your intuition too, because Cancer is mother. Cancer is when I think about Cancer, I think about introspection, because emotions come from within you. So you always want to look within yourself, which also means paying attention to your intuition. Your higher self, you as a person.
And Cancer is ruled by the moon, and so the moon rules intuition and the subconscious, and that's where your intuition resides. So, like, it all makes sense.
Yeah, new moon, Cancer, right at home. Now you can do... Now would be a good time for any sort of banishing spell. Like any banishing spell or any banishing working that involves or takes some sort of... I can't fucking... Words are so hard in the fucking English language. If I could make it my own language,
not only
that
but we're
perfect.
doing that, and we're also, this is like the crack ass in the middle of the morning, so...
I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm exercising this muscle right now, so I'm okay.
You have to exercise it for it to get stronger, to be honest.
For real. Anything that feels like it might be attacking your emotions or your intuition, or I have to get this cat off my fucking lap. Please hold.
You're fine. Say goodbye, Dobster. Goodbye, Dobby.
Look at your bed.
He's so... Oh! He's like, mother.
Let me go. Damn, I don't forgot what I was saying. Yeah, anything that feels like it's attacking your emotion or your intuition as a person, let it go. Banish it. Banish all those negative thoughts. Banish all those negative feelings. Do a protection spell. This is a perfect time to do a protection spell. Why? Because the new moon is the fresh start. Now you're going to start gathering that energy. That is your intention. Your intent with this new moon is to protect yourself, protect your loved ones, protect your household, protect your peace.
And that said, banishing spells can absolutely be protection spells.
Correct.
Because you're just banishing negativity away from your life. That is a protection spell through and through.
Hallelujah.
So.
Don't let anyone take you out of character in this new moon, because you know who you are. You know how in tune you are with your emotions. And if anybody thinks that they can impose, that's the word I was looking for. If anyone thinks that they can impose on your character, on your intuition, on your higher self, you can look at them like, what's her name? Hancock from One Piece. You just, that's how much you want to look down on them.
I can see up your nose.
Who the fuck you think you are, bitch? I can't talk like this.
How does she talk? How does she fucking talk with her fucking shit all the way back here like this?
I'm dying. I can't talk like this. Oh my god.
I should have drank water right before that. I almost choked myself.
Do the Hancock. Now, don't be
Hancock.
Don't be condescending.
You don't have to be all the way.
Because you're not condescending. You're reasonable. Don't be condescending. Just be like, oh, I thought you were better than that. You look at this motherfucker trying to take me out of my feelings.
That's all. You just have to shame them. Just be like, oh, damn.
Shake it off.
You like that? Fuck. I'm sorry. I thought you were better than that. My bad.
You don't be you can look down on them, but don't be condescending. This is you. This is them. You're like, I'm not going to come down here for you because I'm up here right now and it's just not worth my time because I'm in a much better headspace and I'm not going to let you drag me out of that.
For sure. Do you want to talk about the Mercury and Leo that happens the same day?
Okay, yeah, sure. And then finally, for the last transit of June, at least for us, because we're kind of like, once the new moon hits, then we just wait until the next month comes, depending on how the transits work. But Mercury shifts into Leo now from being in Cancer. Now it's all about you. Oh my God, but that's so egotistical. Yeah, that's the point. You can't make communication about yourself. Mind you, Mercury in Leo is a fall, which means that it's not so good. We can talk about the Exalted and all these other things in a Zodiac episode if y'all are interested. If not, then we won't. But
I'm interested.
It's a little bit of a struggle. Dobby, if you don't stop moving my camera, I swear to God. Thank you.
Dobster wants to be involved so bad.
Here, I'll do an easy interpretation of what it could possibly mean. Mercury is the planet of communication. Add Leo, which is yourself, your identity, and your ego. And what do you get? You get communication and you get yourself. So now it's all about you. We don't really, we care about other people, but right now is us. Right now is us time. You nurture your confidence. So whenever you walk into a room, you are quite literally that bitch. Now, again, confident and arrogance are not the same thing. Just because you think you're that bitch does not mean that you are better than everybody else in this room. No, that means that you are just so comfortable and so secure.
I'm good at myself.
I'm good at myself.
Being confident is being like, I'm really good at being me. Exactly. That is confidence.
I am proud of who I am.
Not that I'm better than everybody else. It's like, I'm the best at being me. There ain't nobody who does it like me. You're the best at being you, you're the best at being you, and you're the best at being you, but I'm the best at being me.
Exactly.
That's the kind of confidence.
So the entire transit, if you want to work on some confidence workings, looking in the mirror and being like, yeah, giving yourself a pep talk, glamour magic, I encourage glamour magic through this whole transit because you are going to be feeling yourself. And the way that you're going to be able to communicate with yourself and talk to yourself is like peak. And if someone is like, this bitch thinks she's better than me, that's not your fault. Because not one point did you say I'm better than you. They're projecting. Don't let their projection affect you at all.
They think you're really cool, and so they must they think you're really cool, and they're like, oh, this bitch must think she's better than everybody else. because if I was that cool, that's how I would think.
Right.
Because I would be better than everybody else. They got some work. They got some shadow work to do.
They do. And it's not your fault. So don't let anyone make you feel bad for loving yourself. Do not dim your light because someone else is too afraid to shine theirs. That's not your fault. You're not shining your light because you're looking at other people like, damn, haha, my light is brighter than yours. Nope. You're not doing that. My light is bright. My light is bright. You don't worry about anybody else. You worry about yourself. My light is bright. If other people want to be
As
like,
long as
haha,
I'm
my
bright,
light.
that's all that matters.
Exactly. Someone's like, haha, my light is brighter than yours. I love that for you.
Okay.
That doesn't mean my
for
light
you.
is that doesn't mean my light is any less bright. That just means yours is brighter to you. And that's totally okay. And I love that for you. But you're not about to try to break me down because I love myself. Ta-da. Transit.
Ta-da.
And
Transits.
those are the June 2025 transits. We hope that you liked them. If y'all are interested in other planet transits like Venus and Pluto and Jupiter and all the other ones, then please leave a comment and we will definitely include those in our next transit video because we're going to probably be doing this for the foreseeable future. So you're definitely going to get a July transit.
Yeah.
it's my birthday,
I really
not
like
yours.
these episodes. So most definitely going to be doing these for the foreseeable future.
We hope that we are inspiring all types of practitioners to possibly work with the moon. And if they want to work deeper with the moon, probably get into astrology. So they have very specific kind of workings that they can put in towards, or they have specific energy that they can put into specific workings. That is, if you are a very specific person who wants to get all the power you can into your spells because you just want it to be so super strong and super fantastic.
Yes. Sorry, I have been fighting going in and out of trance this whole episode because I've been in a vibe. My bad.
You are okay.
And trance, I mean, is like meditation kind of higher thing. So the compliment, it's a higher compliment.
Do you have anything else you want to add on?
I have nothing else to add on, to be honest. We have covered it completely.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us on this episode for the June 2025 transits. Again, if you do like this and you want us to keep going, let us know. If you want us to touch on anything else, if you follow transits and you're not exactly sure what it means, let us know and we'll be happy to decipher what it means or what it could possibly mean for you and what kind of workings that you can do on these moons. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when we're uploading new videos, because who doesn't want to be first in line to watch an episode of Witches and Weebs? I know I do. I know Space does. And we're fighting to be first. So that's neither here nor
Constantly
there.
fighting to get first. Constantly.
Constantly. But
we
that's
just-
good. That's a good thing.
And it's good. It means we're both into it.
And hopefully we're bloating the algorithm so people
Please.
find us. Share us.
Algorithm.
Please show us, if you like our vibes, show us to your homies who might like our vibes as well. We are trying to build a community, and the more, the merrier.
We are trying to build a mutual aid network for our community.
Correct. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. So, as usual, practice safely, practice wisely, and may all of your positive affirmations and manifestations come to fruition, because they will. It's real. And I will keep saying this
you
every
do the work as
episode.
well. So long as you do so long as you do 40-40, 60-60, thinking oh my goodness. I forgot how to say it.
So long as you do 60-40 with both of you trying to be the 60
There you go.
and them
There
wanting you
you
to be
go.
the 40.
With source. Remember, you have to work with source.
You
So-
are giving source the path of least resistance instead of source being like, okay, well, they're not giving me shit, so I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do.
So please remember to stay magical.
And mystical.
Yeah. And mystical. Yay. Mystical and magical.
We will see you guys next week for a new episode
Yeah.
of Witches and Weebs. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
It is important to think before you
Hey,
speak.
could you stop snoring?
Mimi.
I can literally hear her. Like, I can hear her snoring in my fucking ear. She's so funny.
Who's that, Collie?
No, it's Coco Melon.
Oh, big snorer.
Yeah, she snores. She's a huge snorer.